Hello, welcome back to another Conscious Libre video. This is going to be a tarot guidance reading for the well-known and the non-well-known dynamic for those in a same soul connection. If anyone is interested in having live readings, either on topics such as this or even one-on-one to do with this, let me know on my website, because I'm thinking of starting up some live tarot sessions. Also, for an FYI, I do not do tarot, I do not do twin flame, same soul confirmations. Whether it's celebrity or not, no one can tell you who your twin flame is. If you don't know, why would the universe let anybody else know? It's not possible. I know some people think that they can confirm your twin flame through energy connections. Energy connections do not make a same soul. A same soul is a same soul. They don't have connections. If they had connections, then there'd be two separate souls. They'd be completely separate. They wouldn't be the same energy to start with. So I don't do twin flame confirmations. Right. Tarot reading for those watching in the moment who have a celebrity well-known twin flame, and they are not. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Can I have some cards for these people to help with guidance? That includes myself, obviously. I get a lot of guidance from these myself, which is quite nice. Can I have some cards? I'll do what I did last time, because that seemed to work well. I'll have two for the celebrity well-known, and I'll have two for the other. Then it's more useful if any of those well-known people do view this as well, because they will just need as much help as the rest of us. So, can I have two for the celebrity well-known, please? There's one. And there's two. Initial words that came out there, keep the faith. That's what I heard, that's what I saw there when I saw those two. Right, can I have two for the other people now, please? Cards for person two, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. That came out first. So, let's have one more card, please, for the non-well... Whoa! Got the flying all over. Yikes. Right. Right. So this person, I've got to keep the faith. Now, last week, if someone is watching these weekly as they come out, this will be relevant. If you haven't been watching this and the next one weekly when they come out, then what I'm going to say now probably won't be relevant. But last week's was a very tough one for this poor individual. And that keep the faith says to me that this is still ongoing. And it's saying keep strong. This is like, it's like slaying a monster. It's still really tough. Keep strong. So let's have some more cards for this. Yeah, keep strong. This is Nine of Wands. This is the wounds, the damage. This is the old stuff, the old crap. Keeping strong, slaying this old crap. It might not seem like it. It's I can imagine this person looking around them at this devastation and all this trouble and going, how is this helping me? How is this transforming me? How is this healing me? This healing is probably, you probably don't realise that it's happening, but that is what this is. That is what is happening. Strength. Yeah, this is, it's just what I was just saying. Looking at these empty cups going, how is this helping? But you can't see this cup up here. You can't see what else is happening. Now, there's something very specific here. I'm going to shuffle for this because this is something very specific that wants to come through. What is this specific thing that you wanted me to put up the top? Queen of Pentacles. Now I know this is a queen, but I'm getting a very feminine feel with this. So this person may be wondering, how is this going to help me? but I've got a feeling this isn't for you. I've got a feeling this is preparation for someone else. Either it's your own feminine side that this is for, or it's for either another person in your life, or it's for this person. Hence you don't know how this is supposed to help you. It's somehow it will connect to either somebody in your life right now, or it'll connect to this person. Let's just have a card for that ace, for that Queen of Pentacles. Empress. Yeah, that's definitely a feminine, either this person's own feminine, but I think it's most likely going to be either this person here, or it's going to be another woman in your life. Because I'm definitely getting a feminine with the card, but it's not to do with the Queen. And it's not to do with the expression of, I like big shirts, therefore I feel more masculine. I'm talking about energy, feminine. Not the divine feminine, I don't think. If it was a different type of queen, I would think so, but the pentacles to me is the physical person. So I'm thinking it's more of a female. Right. There's something else here. Let's just have one for overall. This slog this poor person is doing. Yeah, the Five of Wands, conflict, yes. Now this card, it actually means light-hearted conflict, bringing change and new ideas. But something tells me that this light-hearted conflict feels completely out of proportion to this. So it could be that this is only part of what's going on here, or this seems so much better because it's not being handled in the best way. Now I can't say which one that is. It'll be one or the other, most likely. Whoever's watching this will need to figure that out for themselves. But there is a lot more going on than it looks, basically. Let's have a card for that underneath. I mean, I know this is the underneath technically, but I want another card. Yeah, Ace of Wands, there's something trying to come through. It's not there yet. It's something trying to break through, and all this conflict. Something's going to crack. And that Five of Wands is going to change to the Six of Wands. And then it should come clear. So, the next person. These two cards are actually feeling pretty similar to this to me. Although the 8 is giving a slightly lighter note and it goes up at the end. This feels like a mental misunderstanding, a misperception. It's an innocent one. Of course it happens. But that's what this is. This is a misunderstanding. Seeing something and it's just completely the wrong twisted spin. But this is also coming out of it. It can still be felt, even though it's been moved out of. But the emotions, the feelings, that's still lingering. And if it's anything like, for me, what I would link this to for me is the last. This, for me personally, would be, I would liken it as an example to an illusion, let's say, that's been going on through the last 10 years, of 12 years now of my soul connection work. And that is that I've never felt something which was absolutely essential and critical to a same soul connection. And that was removed for a reason. And because of that, it put me into situations where I thought I was lost. I thought I was abandoned. I thought I'd lost this. I thought it was all a trick. That's what this is for me. And I've realised recently that it's still there. though, where we are now, things manifest very differently. And that is why I couldn't see it. And I've realised that now. So I am moving out of it, but there's still all those years where it brought me pain and all those feelings of loss and abandonment and just wondering if it was all just a trick. There's still all that to heal. So all because you realise something doesn't mean it's over. There's still healing that needs to be done. Yeah, some people here will be moving past that. That's good because that's a mental moving forward as well as emotional. So this is about healing. If whoever's watching this now hasn't realised what this is yet, it should come in soon. Those who have already realised it should be getting on with this healing. Yeah, healing. A new start, a new emotional journey. It's good because we've got 2 cups, 2 swords. Emotionally healing, moving on from. I like that. Let's just have 1 card for overall because that seems pretty straightforward. I've got the feeling I don't need to go into what this is. If you know exactly what this is as soon as I was describing that, perfect. If you don't have a clue, then it may be just that you haven't actually come into the awareness of this yet. In which case, don't worry about it yet. Long-term growth, another page. This is going to lead to some big physical in-life growth. It's almost like things can get started now, and they couldn't before until this was realised. Let's have some cards for the well-known. For this oracle deck. I thought putting the quantum deck with the starseed deck would be a nice mix. I don't have unlimited decks, but I'm trying to use all the ones that I've never used for a long time. So let's have a card for this well-known. Bit of support, a bit of guidance, just a few words that might help. A few words, not a few cards, preferably. Oh, what's going on? We'll go with that. These cards really do not want to come out today. A few cards for the other person, please. Oh. That's 3. We'll take that, I think. Right. For the well-known person. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Now that to me is immediately hitting me as, you're not there to please everyone. That's not your job. That is not your requirement. People do not have the right to expect that of you, and you shouldn't expect it of yourself. You may have this little quirk, which could be to do with this. But that's your truth. It doesn't matter about what anybody else may think about it. If it's your truth, stand up and face it. Deep cellular healing. Physical and emotional healing. Yeah, that's what this is about, this healing here. So it could be that this conflict is because there's this thing that you're not fully accepting about yourself. It may seem weird, it may seem crazy. Well, according to this, it's something that you want, but there may still be some reservations there, which, in the case of what this reading is about, is completely natural. Though you've got to remember that you're not for everyone. In the same way that what this is not for anyone. This is purely for you. This is purely for your understanding, your acceptance. I think that might have something to do with the conflict, because most of this conflict, as I said, it seems more than it actually is, and that could be because of these inside resistances. The other person, I remember, I've got that again. That was in the reading I've just done, which was the Monday's reading. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. This, for me, for the past 22 years, my first, even though I was already receiving all the information when I was younger, when I was about 15, it was when I was about 20. I was stood outside a tattoo shop and I just became really aware that something should be really obvious right now, but it's not. And I looked around and I was like, but this should be so obvious. Something's missing. What's going on? And I didn't remember what it was that should be so obvious. And when I broke this, I remembered what it was. I remembered what it was that I can't see. What should be there and what should be so obvious. So this will be broken by remembering something, by a realization. And that would probably be a part of the plan, or probably a part of why you're here to start with. I don't recommend going, no, it could be this, no, could it be that? I don't recommend trying to find the possibilities, because that's not remembering. It's something that you will be able to understand when you see it in your life. You'll go, that's what it is. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy. Make love to life. I've got a feeling that once this has been dealt with, this is what's going to come in. This is what things are going to change to. Because whatever this was that was forgotten is what is a part of this. Star family, you're part of a team of souls calling support. So yeah, to me, this is about remembering what it was like back home, on whatever dimension you're from, whatever dimension of consciousness I mean by that. That's remembering what this is like. For me, what I could sense was missing, but I didn't know what it was what it is initially like as part of my soul connection, my collective connection, and what we are like on the higher levels. But of course, this isn't the higher levels, therefore I'm looking around thinking, well, where is it? It's usually right here, it should be so obvious. But of course, this isn't those higher levels. It's not going to manifest in the same way here, and that's why I thought it was missing. And that is a part of my soul family, and I happened to find that in one of my soul connections. And I managed to put the two together and realise that what I've been feeling in him is exactly that, what was missing. So that, hopefully what I've just said will help you understand what it is that I'm talking about. Obviously you need to have the realisation yourself, not just be told of what it could be. So there isn't work that's needed there. This person is already deep into that work, though I've got the feeling that this is a lot more physical, mental, emotional, life level that this work needs to be done on, whereas this is more internal. It's a collective card. 7 of Wands. Yeah, I think this realisation is connected to this one, but the work here is also a part of this, and that's conflict. But it's not these two that are in conflict, but it's their energies which are creating a conflict. Things are creating a conflict. You got the love. Had that again as well in the last one. Codependency and boundaries. Yeah, I think this is changing. As I said, this is most likely for the sake of this person. So this clearing is happening so this person can be here without having this conflict by whatever this is, which will not harmonise with this person, and it will create the conflict. So that's why this is changing. And that's also why this is changing. I think it's two different things, but I think they're going to bring harmony to the same thing. We hope.